Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are heading out in an oldie but a goodie, the old number 55 Cook Mogul Keebler. We are going to be running out from the oil refinery out to the sawmill, looking for a load of wood and see how the Cook Mogul handles the hill up here. And the new beta track is kind of the idea here, is how many, if we have any more issues that we need to fix. We did relay the track up from the the ironworks up to here basically. So we did relay the bridge and we relayed this drop off, smoothed it out, straightened it out a little bit. I do notice with the beta splines, the locomotives really seem to bog down on the turns a lot more, and that's just not just the new locomotives, but it seems like all of the locomotives tend to show a little more bog down in turns, at least what I'm noticing. Not exactly sure how that's working for everybody else. Beta performance is somewhat, I don't know how it's doing exactly right now with a little bit of updates. You do see a little bit of stuttering and a little bit of, I don't know. It's not really frame rate drop per se. It's just, I don't know what it is. But it does visually look a little different, for sure. Sometimes it's really smooth, sometimes it's not so smooth. I don't know if that's the trees in the update, the new locomotives, the new splines, or just the beta branch that we're currently running. Have heard a lot of people talk about how their frame rates have absolutely plummeted with the new beta, so we'll just have to see, you know, if we don't get some more updates hopefully this week that smooth things back out. I know 2 weeks ago we were running with really great performance, even in some you know, pretty hefty multiplayer sessions, and running with 4 or 5 people, and things were running great. And we have gotten a few updates since then, so not exactly sure how all of that's still running, but we will try to find out soon. This, you can see, extended the bridge all the way out. Now I really don't like where it comes with this, so there's definitely going to be a change there, because I don't even think we can get, probably can't even get a locomotive by that, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't even know. That's really sticking right on the other track. So we'll definitely be changing something yet again there. This section of the rail just kind of reworking. It's been a bit of a pain, but then I don't know that we aren't getting set to go back and just start a whole new save file and see how starting a complete new save file will run with the beta and build up from there. This one we have gone back and gotten rid of pretty much all of the old track, and you know, performance wise I'm not exactly sure where it sits. I know we had some save files that were absolutely unplayable afterwards, and so it may just have gotten to a point, who knows. Not exactly sure what's going on with everything. So we may be starting a whole new track layout series soon, being we have been playing on this same setup now for 7 going on probably 8 months. Most of it is pretty much locked down. We have now changed it over to the beta, so I wouldn't be opposed to trying something completely from scratch and seeing where that takes us. You know, this one we really don't have much left to do but stockpile money and or, you know, try to clean things up and make things look prettier. Though I think now, starting a new system, we probably We could probably do the whole thing from scratch and make it look better from the start, I think. I don't know. I'm also thinking that these rendering distances, because I know some of the updates this week were playing around with rendering distance, and that's definitely changed, because looking down the tracks, you get some spots that are really like sometimes buggy, sometimes not buggy. And so again, that's a product. I don't know if that's a product of the updates, the splines, the new track, or what all that is. But I have noticed that things do look a little bit on the bounce, and part of that is just seems like it's camera angle and stuff too, so I don't know exactly what's happening. We haven't really changed much. We have gone back to the trying to just shoot at 60 FPS and seeing if that, or not shoot, but play at 60 FPS, sorry. And seeing if that improves or mellows things out. Who knows? It's hit or miss. I don't think it's been making a difference, to be honest. Unlimited or 60 FPS seems to have the same look either way. So seemed like that happened with an update, the fall update, to be honest. And I don't know if that's just the way it's rendering the new trees or what the deal is. But for today, we're going to try to see if we can get these beta track to actually run decent and just get the loads delivered. I haven't played on the main now for a while, which maybe that's another option, is to switch to the main, though I don't think I'll be doing that because I really don't see the old school track building coming back in a big way. I think the game is going to go forward with the splines one way or another, so. But we do always have to keep in mind it's the beta branch, so we are testing. And any day of the week we can get an update that completely changes things. So that is just part of the nature of the beta. Cook Mogul seems to be doing pretty normal. I'm not noticing any real differences in the cook. Trains sure do move around depending on the angle of your camera view more. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I know we have a lot of trees cut down, we have a lot of locomotives, a lot of rolling stock, and all the rail in place now, so I'm sure that puts some taxing on things as well. But it should always be able to handle all that with no problem, so at least you would like to think so, right? No doubt about that. I think we can take this, dial that back, see what happens in this view. Yeah, this view, the camera just always moves around so much. That's one thing I've been meaning to do. We could probably take care of up here. This stuff all has to go. We are no longer going to deal with any of this. Probably should stop this thing before. Uh-oh. See, this is annoying. I've noticed this with the Cook Mogul as you fall through. Although we did just see something there. The new, there's a new way to get yourself unstuck, right? Now at least if you get stuck and you can't move, if you jump, it'll throw you up on top of whatever you're on. It's a weird jump, but that's one of the new, one of the new fixes in one of those updates is that it doesn't get you stuck anymore now when you're laying track. Even if your feet do get stuck, you can jump and it'll put you up on top of whatever you're building. So that was put in, which is, you know, kind of nice, big upgrade. Getting stuck in the track when you were laying this beta rail was getting to be annoying. I can't say anybody probably liked that very much. I don't know if some of this old track's what's causing us a headache or what, but we're going to come in here and get rid of it quick. Not that I guess I was ever planning on doing this on video, but we will come in and get rid of it nonetheless, just because it is the last of the old school rail in here. We didn't put any groundwork in here, so I'm not too worried about finding or searching for any of that, I guess. I wonder how much of this stuff we still have spread out. I thought we had most of it out. Alright. And then I know there was something about save spots saving extra data or something that was fixed in an update, and I don't know if that caused people problems, including myself, in save spots or not. So who knows, you know. I do know I've talked to some people and they've definitely had corrupted save files along the process of updates and whatnot, and some people have lost save spots and had to restart. So luckily haven't had that problem, but I don't know if that's causing us problems either. So time to get that stuff out of that way. I don't know what's, whatever. I know there's some locomotives in there yet. So we will have to bring everything out of there at some point. Still have to use this big, huge open cut. I mean, I cut down half a forest, so I want to put something in there. Don't know what. Well, I do. It's going to be a yard. Don't know how it's going to be structured, set up, or built yet at this point. But eventually I would like to get there. Just also cautious about building a heck of a lot right now because, you know, this beta is a moving target. So who knows if that will help or hinder performance. It may help getting rid of that final old track that the game was still having to chew on. I don't know. Almost looks like it's actually running a little smoother now, so who knows. But we'll see how things go and how they shape up with the updates as we get there. Uh-oh. We're gonna run right back into the back end of Montezuma. And I don't have any quick way to solve that problem. I just realized Montezuma is on that rail. Still don't really have a home for Monty, so it's just kind of sitting at the depot. And we are on the left rail going into the depot, so that's not gonna help our situation at all. That's for sure. Huh. Well. Whatever. Another problem we'll have to deal with, I guess. Totally changing over the system. I gotta be honest. I don't know which is easier. You know, in hindsight, if it would have just been easier to totally restart and lay all from new with the beta. So we very well may do that. And just start a total new save spot. And call it layout 2. I don't know that I'm going to change the directions of the tracks a heck of a lot. Being that this layout is pretty functional and works for me, so chances are this sucks. Getting stuck inside the locomotive is not fun. And Cook, I'm noticing, has some seemingly like little trap spots on it that want to catch you and not let you go. So that's kind of a pain. Definitely need wood in here. It's gonna be cold. We should put in some sort of siding maybe there at the depot. Trying to decide whether I want to do that right this second or whether I just want to get this thing out of the way. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And I don't really know where I'm going to park this thing, to be honest, in the long term. I don't really know that I'm ever going to have a heck of a lot of use. Oh, it's good to see it doesn't come detached from the tinder now every time you jump in it. That was a thing for a minute. I think we'll just kick it over to the other rail here. Oh, that thing bouncing around. Can't deny that. That's moving around an awful lot. It seems like it's a camera angle thing when you get behind him. I think we'll just run it up here. What a headache. Just to get wood. But that's what you get for leaving your locomotives laying in the middle of the track, I guess. Note to self. I think we'll just back it down on the new spline. On the new purchase rail. We don't really have... I used to have it sitting in front of the depot, per se. Oh, at least now you have to go through the door. You can't go just... won't let you through the wall. That's good. Good looking locomotive. Maybe I'll use it to start delivering oil barrels or something. That's pretty much a downhill run for us on the delivery loaded, and it's only 4 cars back up. What just happened? Why did the caboose derail? Did it re-rail? It re-railed. Alright, so... yeah, it shouldn't have. Jumped off the track and jumped back on. I can't be the only one that saw that. Huh. Well, alright. So definitely a few bugs in the ointment, if you will, currently in the beta. But we all, I guess, have come to expect some of that. For sure. Alright, well, that's good. And then, yeah, we don't have to switch anymore, so that should be fine. Run ourselves back to the Cook Mogul. Jeez, Just getting to the wood's gonna be just getting to the wood today is gonna be a project, that's for sure. Sometimes it happens that way, that's for sure. Go look at the Climax. Still one of my favorite looking locomotives, just not operational wise. I always liked how, like, Cook Mogul seems so tall. Like, you just seem miniature compared to it, and we all know that the old man is not short, right? We all know that. Alright, let's get cooking. Get it? Little Cook Mogul humor there. Alright. Back up to speed and hyperdrive. Nice look at the Cook Mogul. Montezuma. And see, you can see like the beating of the light and stuff now. So something definitely changed with the rendering and the graphics. Stuff, obviously. What, how, who, why, or when, I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully all that gets smoothed out, right? As people have said, I mean, that's the whole point of the beta rail, was to make everything a smoother process. And, well, we've definitely seen multiplayer performance increase. You know, we're still seeing bugs here and there and issues, that's for sure. So, you know, work in progress, and we're still going. I'll be the first to admit, I'm not going to say that the game is perfect by any stretch of the word. We're definitely still early access, growing along the way. This track, I still have to come in, and we're going to double it again. Though I don't think we're going to into two different directions. Going to come in and just double in between the switches, so that you still have options really to go in either direction from either rail. But we do want the long runs. We're going to double all of the in-between switch sections, so if we do have trains running or multiple trains running, we don't run into any collisions. I guess it doesn't really matter which way. Well, it does too as far as loading. We'll get Cook stopped. Good enough. Move that over. Nothing like a look inside the firebox. I would like to see him put the, you know, a hitbox on the boilers, right? We shouldn't be able to go, obviously, inside the boilers. And I understand that there's an element of you have to be able to get back on your train, but you shouldn't be able to get stuck in the train, and we shouldn't be able to, quite honestly, look inside the firebox like that. So, they definitely have an improvement needed on the hitbox. Or on the boilers. Let's get you going. Taking long enough. Pump. Full blast. Look out, because the Cook is coming. Here we come, running into the Pine Valley Sawmill. Haven't been in the sawmill for a while. Be good to get some of the wood out of here. Chrysler over there in the distance. It's definitely not like rendering smooth, like, you know. Last couple updates have definitely not been as smooth. I will say that. The original beta, excuse me, was running really pretty smooth, but one has to argue that whatever these last little updates have definitely set us back a little bit in performance. I do have to agree with those that have pointed that out, and the people who I know have mentioned that their frame rates have absolutely fallen. I have to agree that it's definitely running. I mean, like here, you can see it's running choppier, and we're not moving particularly fast or anything else, so there we are. At least we have made arrival at the sawmill, so we'll call that one. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright, well, there's that. I will turn around and get these loaded up, and I think we'll call that one an episode. Lord knows it took us long enough to get out here through all that we did. At least we got a few things deleted, and we have arrived. So thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.